morning, ladies. I want us to think about something very simple this morning, a roadmap for life. We all have a beginning and we all have a destination. In today's world, we all use some form of a GPS to help us find our way, especially when we're traveling a long distance. It's convenient because it helps us choose the best route. But sometimes the route it gives us isn't the fastest one. It may take us a different way because of an accident or roadworks, traffic, or an unexpected road closure. Being a Christian, there's only one roadmap, the Bible. Philippians 1 verse 6 is a strong foundation for the roadmap for life because it shifts the emphasis from I have to figure out the road to God is the one who began the journey and He is faithful to complete what He started. Being confident of this very thing, that He who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. The road between our beginning and our destiny is not always straight. There are bends, hills, and detours. There are places where we have to slow down, and sometimes there are roads we never intended to travel. Trust that God has a plan. God is working. God will finish what He started. On our journey, there you might see 3 stages. Where the journey began, God started something in me. My life with God did not begin because I had everything figured out. He began the good work. Then, where I'm now, God is still working in me. Sometimes we look at ourselves or our circumstances and we think, I should be further by now. But Philippians 1 verse 6 reminds us that the journey isn't finished. God is still shaping, changing, and restoring and developing us. And then the next stage, where the journey is going, God will complete it. This is where the word confident becomes powerful. Paul doesn't say, I hope God finishes. He says, being confident. Our confidence isn't in our ability to stay on the road perfectly. Our confidence is in the one who is leading us. When traveling, there are different stopping places. Stop to refocus, enjoy a coffee, stretch our legs, move around to get ready for the rest of the journey. In the Spirit, we meet different types of stopping places too. Let's name a few. Uncertainty. I don't know what lies ahead. There are seasons when we simply don't know what tomorrow will bring. But we don't have to know the whole journey to trust the one who does. And then adjustment. Today, I have to do things differently. Sometimes the road changes, and we have to adjust with it. What worked yesterday may not work today. Adjustment isn't failure. Sometimes it's simply part of the journey. Then also loss. That's a serious one. I miss what I used to be. We can grieve a person, a season, a dream, an ability, or a way of life. We don't have to pretend it doesn't hurt. We can acknowledge the loss without losing our hope. Exhaustion is another one. I can't do this anymore. Sometimes we think faith means we must just keep going. But you know what? Even Jesus withdrew to quiet places sometimes. Remember, stopping isn't giving up. Sometimes stopping is exactly what we need to do to continue. Another stop is grace. Lord, give me enough for today. God doesn't always give us tomorrow's strength today, but He gives us daily grace. He says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Then rest. I'm allowed to stop. We don't have to be productive every minute to have value. Sometimes the most spiritual thing we can do is to sit down, breathe, pray, and say, "Lord, I am here. I need you." But I love that the stopping places aren't only difficult places. Along the road, there are also places where God invites us to linger. There's a place of hope. God is still here, even when the road doesn't look the way we expected. God has not left the road. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Hope reminds us this moment is not the whole story. Another stopping place is joy and laughter. It's good to laugh again. Sometimes we become so focused on what is difficult that we forget to enjoy life. Laughter doesn't mean we're ignoring our problems. Sometimes it's God's gentle reminder that life is still a gift. Think about love and friendship as a stop. I don't have to walk this road alone. Sometimes we're so focused on where we're going that we forget to appreciate who is walking the road with us. Treasure the people God has placed beside you. We were never meant to do life alone. Another stop is gratitude and celebration. Look how much God has already done. Sometimes we're so focused on how far we still have to go that we forget how far we've already come. Stop and celebrate the small victories and the answered prayers and the ordinary blessings. God has been faithful all the way. Then peace. I can be still because God is here. Peace doesn't mean everything around us is calm. It means I can be calm because I know who is with me. Sometimes just take a moment and look up. Look at the face of Jesus and see His inviting eyes saying to you, "You are not alone. I am with you always to the very end of the age." He is there in uncertainty. He is there in loss. He is there when we are exhausted. And He is there in our joy, our laughter, our love, and our celebrations. Then there's one more stopping place. Remembering. Look how far God has already brought me. Sometimes we only look at how far we still have to go and forget how far we've already come. In 1 Samuel 7 verse 12, Samuel says, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." Not all the way, not everything is finished, but thus far the Lord has helped us. Maybe today we need to stop and look back at God's faithfulness. And then we keep walking, because we don't have to see the whole road. We just need to see enough light for the next step. And as we walk, we carry three things. Faith. I trust God when I cannot see the whole road. Hope. I believe there is still purpose ahead. And love. I continue to love God and others wherever the road takes me. So let me leave you with this. I may not know what lies around the next bend, but I know who is leading me. I may not understand this road. I may not have chosen this road, but I can trust the one who knows exactly where it leads. Ladies, wherever you are on the road today, God is with you. And perhaps that is all we need to know for the next step. So if you feel lonely on your journey, you're welcome to join us on Zoom at 10 o'clock, where we encourage each other and pray for each other. Just send a message to the number in the caption and we'll send you the link, and you come and join us on Zoom. And we can pray together, we can laugh together, we can share testimonies together. I'm looking forward to see you at 10 o'clock. Blessings to you.